Hi, this is Brian in Memphis. I've been thinking for a while about the job situation and what everybody's talking about politically, and the different Wall Street sit-ins and all that kind of stuff, and what could we really do to solve the problems of getting people back to work. And what I can find that's real interesting is we've had, over the years, we've had a lot of these mergers. One of the things that we could do is we could break down companies into smaller pieces. If nothing else, that would produce a lot more HR jobs and IT jobs. But you'd regain some of that duplication that they take advantage of by doing the merger. And then it would make the companies a little more responsive to being able to hire people, because they're not going to be so big and slow. As we've seen, as companies get bigger and bigger, things get slower and slower because they're harder to respond. And another interesting thing that I saw the other day was the comment about if we took the salaries of the top 300 CEOs, we could pay well over 100,000 people from those 300 people's salaries. So another piece of that would be, going after these CEOs and these board of directors that are basically skirting the system. Of course, everybody claims it's all legal. Well, when I sit on your board and you sit on my board and we both vote you in to a really good salary, that's fraud in my book. And either we need to bolster those laws, or we need to start going after those people for abusing those laws. We need to figure that one out. Because, we've got a lot of people, well, less than 500, that are making a big amount of the decisions, and they're stealing everybody blind. And we can do something about this pretty easily. We can go after these people. That would be another piece of it. And then another is the outsourcing to Asia, and other countries. The idea there is, let's not stop that. I'm all for free trade and not putting up tariffs and things like that, but let's put pressure on companies like GE and Walmart to try to bring those jobs back home, and like Walmart used to be under Sam Walton. Those products are sought after, we can do that too by instituting laws that whatever you pay for your employees all over the world, they need to have the same basic standard of living that they would have here. In other words, the price of food, the price of gas, based on what they have to pay for cost of living where they're at, because of course it's different in different parts of the world. So it's not like we'd be instituting an $8 minimum wage across the world, but how about we do the $8 equivalent? So maybe in Brazil it's $6, and somewhere else maybe it's even more, it's $12, but we require that as a minimum, and when companies don't meet that, or when they're abusing that, we fine them. It's pretty simple. You don't play by the rules, you pay a fine. We should make these things simpler, and basically institute some half decent fraud laws. When you're abusing your privilege, you need to pay. and you need to get fined, or you need to get removed. You get some of these CEOs and VPs that are breaking the rules. We need to go after these people and either ask them to resign or put them in jail. I think it's pretty simple, because there's many jobs that are available that could be here in the U.S. Easily, and we've got companies, well over 100 companies right now that each by themselves have enough money sitting in the bank that they can pay for all the people that are unemployed, pay them a decent wage for 4 to 5 years. So there's no excuse why we can't have everybody employed. I mean, everybody employed. There shouldn't be anybody that's unemployed. It's just greed more than anything else, and lack of ethics. And we need to try to, pressure people and create new laws about defrauding people and defrauding the public, and fix these problems. Because there's no reason that we can't have everybody employed, making a decent wage. Another thing that I think we should institute is companies that have all these big bucks sitting in the bank, that once a year, whatever they have sitting idle like that, 10% has to be divided across all the employees evenly, from CEO down to the janitor. You take, like right now, I think they were saying one company had $17 billion in the bank. Take 10% of that, slice it up, one for you, one for me kind of thing, and each year do that. And companies that don't follow those rules, find them that difference and get that money to those people. And don't take it back as tax money, or fines that go back into the Fed's coffers. Let's put it into people's pockets where it can actually do some good. There's definitely some things we can do to help the economy and help push things forward. We definitely have it's a people problem and a greed problem more than anything else. It's not a logistic problem. It's not an insurmountable problem at all. So we just need to do something.